Good morning, trainers.
Good morning, madam.
I would like to welcome you to my office. Thank you for availing yourselves. Our today's meeting, we are going to talk about assessments, the way we will handle our students, like which assessment we use to make it effective for our students to perform. And through this meeting, I would like us to share more and we will come with a possible conclusion of which strategy we will use to assess our trainees. Okay, Madam Jessica, I would like you to give your take on this.
Okay, thank you, madam. I will suggest that we give our trainees written assessment, and these are my supporting reasons. One of the reasons why I suggest this method is when we give trainees written assessment, there is a conceptual foundation. This one builds strong theoretical framework for understanding principles. Another reason, there is a cognitive development where it enhances the analytical and critical thinking skills. Then there is also knowledge retention, where it strengthens memory and comprehension of subject content. Then there is also academic rigor, promotes intellectual discipline and scholarly inquiry. There is also decision-making skills, where it equips learners to make informed and logical judgments. And also there is also evaluation consistency, which provides standardized assessment of learners' understanding. And finally, there is communication proficiency, which improves technical writing and presentation abilities. Those are some of the reasons why I suggest written assessment. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you, Madam Jessica. Aaron, it's your time.
Thank you, madam principal, for this time. And thank you for calling me, particularly this time, so that we can discuss on way forward in this coming assessment. Particularly, I will just deal with practical assessment, in which this practical assessment I've come up with some supporting points, the reasons why I support the practical assessment to be done. Actually, number one is skill application. Uh, Practical enhance add-on competence through real-life simulation. For example, when we give a learner to demonstrate what he or she have learned throughout the theoretical class, he or she can able to demonstrate, and actually we can see, we can touch what he or she have demonstrated. Number two is knowledge integration. This bridges theory and practical for holistic learning. When we do practical assessment, it makes the learner to bring what he or she have learned theoretically and combine with what he or she have learned through hands-on skill, and he can make a holistic learning which is very clean and is very practical, and it can also make industrial relevance by aligning training outcomes with market-driven competencies. Now, this Madam Principal is actually the nation is actually doing much on practical assessment, so that we can come up with learners which are very competent in their field of specialization. Performance evaluation is another key point. This assesses learners' psychomotor and cognitive uh, effectively. And a learner can combine theoretical and cognitive domains, and all those other domains together. So it really relevant for us to go for practical assessment. It also makes learners to become workplace readiness by equipping trainees with employability and entrepreneurship skills. Another one is problem solving aptitude. For example, for the students who are doing civil engineering and building and maybe electrical engineering, whenever they are doing practical, they can encounter various challenges. Maybe motor, when they are performing plaster, the motor can beat off the wall during the process of plastering. So when they encounter such a challenge, there is a remedy for that matter. It's actually showing the student you go step by step, not rushing. Another point is experimental learning. You do it experimental and by experiment. You cannot, the learner cannot say this is working, but instead you can demonstrate the matter. Another one is quality assurance. When we come with this practical, we ensure that by the end of the course, the learner is very competent and he or she can take the area of specialization with ease and perfectly done. Professionalism development is another key point. Foster discipline, teamwork, and accountability. Whenever we assess these students with practical assessment, sometimes we place them in groups in which they enhance what we call teamwork and discussion and accountability also. Last but not the least matter, competency validation. Confirmed learners meet occupational and industrial benchmark. So it is our goal when we are doing practical assessment that whenever the students are going out of this institution, they will meet actually occupational and industrial benchmark, which is they can secure any job vacancy outside there, but not going for dancing anymore. They are just going for the market. Madam, that is my point of view in practical assessment. Thank you, madam, for giving me this chance.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aaron. I have had you together with Madam Jessica, and I think your points are relatable. Now I need you to come up. I need us to come up with a concrete solution of which assessment we will use. Back to you, Mr. Aaron.
Madam Principal, I've seen the points of Madam Jessica is also touching, because you cannot learn practical, or you cannot do it practically without having some knowledge theoretically.
Okay.
So I can say I go for both assessment, madam.
Okay, thank you. Madam Jessica?
Yes, madam.
Yes, you can give your feedback.
Okay, thank you, madam, again for this time. I've heard from my colleague some very significant reason why you go for practical assessment, and I can concur with him. Let us incorporate the two assessments for our learners to excel in this learning.
Okay, thank you. In conclusion to that, now we have come to the end of our meeting, and we have decided that our next assessments we will do written, both written and practical assessments. I will in conclusion.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you for coming, and have a good day.